The world of dreams has fascinated me since I was a small child. I've always had vivid and complex dreams and eventually began to look for information to help understand them. Like most of us, I did not know what my dreams meant or what they were trying to show me. In those days, there were few books about dreams. The ones I found were not very helpful. Some talked about intriguing but impractical metaphysical belief systems, while others consisted of leaden and lifeless lists, predefined interpretations of symbols and events. At that time, I was not familiar with the works of Carl Jung and other seminal thinkers who had seen that dreams were a key to unlocking some of the mysteries of the human psyche. The audiobook you're listening to is the expression of over 25 years of work focused on exploring human consciousness and seeking self-understanding. All of it has been relevant to understanding dreams. What your dreams can teach you reflects many influences, experiences, and exposure to different viewpoints and cultures that have formed my life experience. Years before I understood much about dreams, I kept a dream journal. I was remembering as many as 6 or 7 complex dreams almost every night. I could see that certain themes repeated themselves and that similarities existed between characters and events in my dreams. Sometimes I would wake with an electric sense of certainty about the meaning of the dream, later borne out in waking life. I learned there were distinct variations in dreams that served to emphasize the importance of the content. However, more often than not, I had no real understanding. In 1979, I was handed a copy of Joy's Way by W. Brew Joy, M.D. The book affected me deeply. In those pages, I found needed validation for the energetic phenomena and experiences happening in my own life. I wanted to explore the ideas talked about in the book and signed up for a 2-week residential retreat in the high desert of California. During that conference, a series of unusual and powerful experiences profoundly altered my perception of life. The ability to understand dreams truly opened to me, although it took me 3 years to trust the accuracy of what I discovered. Dr. Joy talked about something he calls the dream interpreter. I call it the dreamer within. Once we learn how to evoke this aspect of our consciousness, it leads us to an accurate and true understanding of our dreams, and we can easily read the dreams of others. The basic requirement for connecting to the dreamer within is a conscious shift of awareness. We can learn to move from our familiar modes of perception to something experienced in a much different way. The dreamer within is a piece of our psyche that truly does know how to interpret dreams. It requires practice to tap into this source. It requires a willingness to explore and a developing sense of self-trust and self-love. It requires honest and open receptivity to what dreams reveal when seen from this perspective. Speaking of honesty, it's clear to me that dreams are indeed honest and do not lie to us. This is a very controversial idea, not often accepted in the conventional psychoanalytical sense. It is crucial to the understanding of dreams to approach them with this assumption. Dreams do not come from the part of our psyche concerned with falsifying something in order to obtain some advantage. Work consistently with dreams, and you'll discover the truth of this statement. If dreams are truthful, it becomes even more necessary to understand them. It also follows that confusion about the message of a dream arises from the interpretive levels brought to bear by the conscious mind. This is important to remember when doing dream work. We all have unconscious, observable, and consistent patterns of perception and response that influence and shape our lives and experiences. These unconscious and therefore unappreciated patterns affect the way we see and relate to life. We're normally unaware of them without training and guidance in identifying them for what they are. Dreams show us the patterns that order our lives, if we know how to look. This concept is fundamental for using dreams as a focus of self-growth and spiritual discovery. The recognition of unconscious patterns is basic to psychoanalytic approaches found in the pioneering works of Freud, Jung, and others seeking understanding of human behavior and consciousness. Dreams are a way we can identify and understand these patterns. Recognition opens options for change unavailable to us until the determining patterns emerge into conscious awareness. My challenge in writing What Your Dreams Can Teach You was to present the power of dreams as a tool for personal and spiritual discovery.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.